Hello, good morning students of class 12 commerce. Welcome to Pandasar's virtual class on macroeconomics, and today we will finish lesson 8, and the last topic is working of the multiplier. So before going ahead, we should understand what is the meaning of a multiplier and how it works in any economy. So multiplier is nothing but the ratio between a change in income and a change in investment. Once again I repeat, multiplier is nothing but the ratio between a change in income, change that is written as del, means change in income means del y upon change in investment means del I. So multiplier, which is symbolically written with the symbol K, letter K, English letter K. K means multiplier. So multiplier is del y, a change in income, upon del I, means a change in investment. In layman's language, if we try to understand, suppose we are making an investment, additional investment of 100 rupees, and due to this investment, income is generated worth 500 rupees. So change in income is 500 and change in investment is 100. Hence, the multiplier would be 5 divided by 1 equal to 5. That means 5 times more income is generated of the investment. So now question may arise in your mind that why when we make investment, why income increases? Obviously when we make investment, some unused or unemployed resources are employed and they receive their respective rewards like rent, land for rent, then capital for interest, labor for wage, and entrepreneur for profit. So that is the reason why we get more than investment. The income, the change in income, the income that is generated by an additional investment is always more than what we invest. That is the theory of multiplier. So and when income increases, when I got employed and I started earning an income. So how much would be the multiplier depends upon my propensity to consume. Hence, here we will check the relationship between a multiplier and propensity to consume on one hand, and on the other hand, the relationship between multiplier and propensity to save. And what type of relationship is there between multiplier and MPC and multiplier and MPS? So in the first case, you see here the relationship between multiplier and MPC, that is marginal propensity to consume. So some students might have forgotten the meaning of MPC. MPC is what out of an increased income, what percentage of increased income we intend to spend depends upon our MPC. Means more is the MPC means out of our increased income, more percentage we want to spend on consumption. So starting K equal to del y upon del I, that is the formula for K, and from this equation we can analyze it. So here del I, that is change in investment. So what is investment? Investment is nothing but income minus consumption, because consumption and investment combinedly makes our income. Out of our income, some part we spend for consumption and some part we spend for investment. That's why instead of, in place of del I, that is change in income, we can write del y minus del C. That is, del I, change in income, is nothing but the difference between change in income, change in investment is nothing but the difference between change in income minus the change in consumption. So thus we got a new equation K equal to del Y change in income minus del Y minus del C. Now what we are going to do is that we are dividing both numerator and denominator of the equation with del Y. Hence we are getting K equal to del Y upon del Y by del Y minus del C upon del Y. Here you can see this del Y and this del Y. We are dividing both numerator and denominator with same thing. Hence the value would not change. And from this what we are getting del Y upon del Y, that is 1 upon del Y upon del Y minus del C upon del Y. Del Y upon del Y is 1 minus del C upon del Y. And what is a change in consumption by change in income? It is nothing but our MPC. Hence ultimately we arrived at K equal to 1 by 1 minus MPC. Thus we find a positive relationship between multiplier and marginal propensity to consume. That means more is the marginal propensity to consume, more would be the value of multiplier, and vice versa. So from this equation we can find easily the relationship between multiplier and MPS, that is marginal propensity to save. So from this equation, that is K equal to 1 upon 1 minus MPC, and MPC is nothing but 1 minus MPS, because MPC and MPS combinedly always makes 1. Thus in place of MPC we can write 1 minus MPS. 1 minus within bracket 1 minus MPS, that is 1 and 1 cancelled, and ultimately we got multiplier equal to 1 by MPS, and 1 by MPS is the reciprocal of MPS. So it suggests that there is a negative relationship between multiplier and marginal propensity to save. That means more is the marginal propensity to save, less would be the value of multiplier, and vice versa. So this is, you may be asked in exam to find the relationship between multiplier and MPC or multiplier and MPS. That's why from exam point of view this concept is important. So try to understand. If you are getting any trouble, then don't hesitate to call me. So the same here in this diagram, we have explained the working of multiplier. And see students, multiplier can work in two different ways, because when we are making positive investment, that is the working of forward working of multiplier, and when we are making disinvestment, the opposite of investment, then the multiplier can work backward. Means if we increase investment, then income is generated, and when we decrease investment, income is reduced. But in your syllabus, the backward working of multiplier is not there, and unless you are asked in the question specifically to explain about backward working of multiplier, you always, if you get a question that asks find the working of multiplier, then you just understand it as forward working of multiplier only, no backward working of multiplier. So you see here in the diagram, S is the aggregate supply curve and AD is the aggregate demand curve, the original one. But due to additional investment, this is the additional investment, and that's why aggregate demand rises and the equilibrium point shifts from E to E1. Along the x-axis we have taken employment, income and output, and along y-axis we have taken aggregate supply and aggregate demand. Thus, what is multiplier here? Multiplier is nothing but del y upon del I. So here M1 is the increased income, that is del y, and this difference is the increased investment. Hence, multiplier in this diagram equal to this distance upon this distance. So this is the diagrammatic representation of forward working of multiplier. And from exam point of view, it is a very, very important concept. So try to understand it and try to draw this diagram without any flaw. So this much for today. It is all about aggregate demand, aggregate supply, and the working of multiplier. Tomorrow onwards, we will continue our development economics, and from tomorrow, our next chapter in development economics. Thank you and have a nice day.